Hello dear students, in this video I am going to talk about homogeneous and heterogeneous equilibria and relation between Kp and Kc. These two topics are from the chapter equilibrium. Homogeneous equilibrium equilibrium reaction in which all the reactants and products are present in same physical state, that is known as homogeneous equilibrium. Students, for example, if you take a thermal decomposition of PCl5 gas, which is in equilibrium with the PCl3 gas plus Cl2 gas. Actually, at room temperature, PCl5 is solid. On heating, it will convert into the gaseous state. Then it will decomposition of PCl5 will give PCl3 gas plus Cl2 gas, which is in the equilibrium. If we are performing this reaction in a closed vessel, there is no chance of escaping the gas from the closed vessel. Then equilibrium can be attained. All the reactants and the products are present in the same physical state. Then this is called as homogeneous equilibrium. Let us take one more example, that is 2Hi gas, hydrogen iodide gaseous state, decomposition will give H2 gas plus I2 gas. It is also example for the homogeneous equilibrium. C11H22, C12H22O11, you take aqueous state of sucrose, which will in the acidic medium, it will attain equilibrium with the C6H12O6 aqueous plus C6H12O6 aqueous. Here sucrose will give us aqueous state, it is present in the liquid state, aqueous state, it is giving glucose and fructose. So this is also example for the homogeneous equilibrium. Physical state of all the reactants and the products are same, that is called as homogeneous equilibrium. Students, now let us discuss about the heterogeneous equilibrium. Students, next is heterogeneous equilibrium. Equilibrium reaction in which reactants and products are present in different physical state, that is called as heterogeneous equilibrium. For example, thermal decomposition of calcium carbonate, a solid, in a closed vessel, which gives CaO solid plus CO2 gas. Here CaCO3 is solid, CaO is solid, but CO2 is a gas, which is known as heterogeneous equilibrium. Equilibrium reaction in which reactants and the products are present in a different physical state. Any one of the reactant or any one of the product, if it is in different physical state, that we can call it as a heterogeneous equilibrium. Now let us discuss about the relation between Kp and Kc. Students, Kc we know it is equilibrium constant in terms of active masses, that is concentration in molarities. Kc is the equilibrium constant in terms of active masses. Kp is the equilibrium constant in terms of the partial pressures. For example, let us consider a hypothetical gas phase, homogeneous gas phase reaction which is in equilibrium. AA gas plus BB gas which is in equilibrium with the CC gas plus DD gas. Students, then Kp, equilibrium constant in terms of partial pressures, we can write it as Kp is equal to, that is partial pressure of C, capital C, for the gas C raised to the power of its stoichiometric quotient small c multiplied by partial pressure of gas D raised to the power of its stoichiometric quotient small d divided by partial pressure of A raised to the power of its stoichiometric quotient Pa, that is Pa power A, which Pa stands for partial pressure of A multiplied by partial pressure of B raised to the power of its stoichiometric quotient small b. Similarly, we can write Kc is equal to active mass of the C raised to the power of C, active mass of the D raised to the power of D divided by active mass of the A raised to the power of B A and active mass of the B raised to the power of B. So these are the expression for the Kc and Kp, students. Now let us derive the relation between Kp and Kc. Students, we have considered the equation homogeneous gas phase reaction which is in equilibrium is AA gas plus BB gas which is in equilibrium with the CC gas plus DD gas. Equilibrium constant in terms of partial pressures, Kp is equal to partial pressure of C raised to the power of its stoichiometric quotient small c, partial pressure of D raised to the power of its stoichiometric quotient small d, partial divided by partial pressure of A raised to the power of its stoichiometric quotient A, partial pressure of B raised to the power of its stoichiometric quotient B. Similarly, expression for the Kc is equilibrium constant in terms of active masses Kc, that is active mass is molar concentration C, active mass of the C raised to the power of small c multiplied by active mass of the D raised to the power of small d divided by active mass of the A raised to the power of small a, active mass of the B raised to the power of small b. These two expressions we have written for Kc and Kp, right? If it is a gas phase reaction, both Kp and Kc will exist, right? Let us find out the relation between Kp and Kc now. Students, from the ideal gas equation, we know which is PV is equal to nRT. Transfer this V to the other side of the equation, right hand side of the equation. We are getting P is equal to N by V into RT. Students, N by V, number of moles divided by volume, is same as active mass or the concentration. So P is equal to molar concentration, C into RT. Then for a gas A, students, we can write it as Pa is equal to C place that active mass of the A, we can write active mass of the A multiplied by RT. For the gas B, we can write it as active mass of the B multiplied by RT. And for the gas C, we can write Pc is equal to active mass of the C multiplied by RT. Similarly, for the gas D, we can write it as active mass of the D into RT. Students, now let us take the expression for the Kp. Kp is equal to partial pressure of C raised to the power of C, partial pressure of D raised to the power of D divided by partial pressure of A raised to the power of A, partial pressure of B raised to the power of B, we can write, right? So students, from this Kp is equal, let us substitute this Pc, Pd, Pa, Pb values in terms of the active mass of A, B, C, D, right? Then for in the place of Pc, we can write it as active mass of the C into RT whole power C multiplied by active mass of the D into RT whole power D divided by active mass of the A into RT whole power A multiplied by active mass of the B into RT whole power B. Students, this is in the form of AB whole power M, like that. Okay, if it is, this is like AB whole power M, then we can write it as A power M into B power M, right? Here A plus we have C, B plus we have RT, right? A plus we have D and B plus we have RT. So by using this whatever the formula it is there, by using this formula we can expand this like Kp is equal to C power C into RT whole power C, we can write. Let us write the active mass terms together, that is D power D divided by active mass of the A power A and active mass of the B power B multiplied by remaining terms we are writing RT whole power C plus D minus A plus B will get, right? Students, this is same as a Kc. So we can write a Kp is equal to Kc into RT whole power. This is number of gases, total number of gases moles of the products minus number of gases moles of the reactants, which we can, in the short form we can write it as a delta Ng. So Kp is equal to Kc into RT power delta Ng. This is a relation between Kp and Kc. Students, now let us discuss about the different possible conditions. Students, Kp is equal to, we got earlier, Kc into RT power delta Ng. Delta Ng. Note, possible conditions we will discuss now. First one, if delta Ng is equal to 0, then RT whole power 0, anything to the power 0 is equal to 1. Then what happens? Then Kp is equal to Kc. In any reaction, if delta Ng is equal to 0, then Kp is equal to Kc. Second condition, if delta Ng is greater than 0, then Kp is greater than Kc. If delta Ng is greater than 0, then Kp greater than Kc. Third condition, if delta Ng is less than 0, then Kp is less than Kc. Students, along with these conditions, for example, if the product of RT is equal to 1, then 1 to the power of anything value, it is equal to 1. Then also Kp is equal to Kc. If the product of RT is equal to 1, then also Kp is equal to Kc. RT is equal to 1, then what is the temperature at which RT, product of R and T, is equal to 1? So by substituting R value here, 1 by R is equal to 1 by 0.0821, which is equal to approximately 12.18 Kelvin we will get. Students, not only delta Ng is equal to 0, if the temperature is equal to 12.18 Kelvin, then also Kp is equal to Kc. Students, this is a relation between Kp and Kc and different possible conditions, which will give information about the relation between Kp and Kc. If delta Ng is equal to 0, then also Kp is equal to Kc. If RT is equal to 1, then at temperature that is 12.18 Kelvin also Kp is equal to Kc. Delta Ng greater than 0, Kp is greater than Kc. Delta Ng less than 0, then Kp is less than Kc. Thank you for watching.